Do you ever say something in a meeting and then immediately wonder, did that sound right? Maybe something like, I can't attend the meeting because I have a schedule, or there are a few agenda to discuss, or even, I have 2 feedbacks for this presentation. These are extremely common mistakes for English learners in business settings. I hear them from professionals all the time. The good news is that they're very easy to fix once you know the pattern. Mistake number 1. I have a schedule. I can't attend the meeting because I have a schedule. Grammatically, it looks fine, but to a native speaker, this sounds slightly odd. Why? Because everyone has a schedule. A schedule just means a plan for your time. What you actually want to say is, I have a scheduling conflict, or I have another meeting scheduled, or simply, I'm already booked at that time. For example, I'm sorry, I can't attend the meeting because I have another meeting scheduled. I'm afraid I have a scheduling conflict at that time. Could you do 10 a.m. instead? In business English, a schedule isn't usually the reason you can't attend something. Instead, we talk about conflicts, bookings, or existing meetings. Here's a quick tip. If you want to sound natural in meetings, these phrases are very common. I'm afraid I'm already booked. I have another commitment at that time. I have a scheduling conflict. Much clearer and much more professional. Now let's move on to mistake number 2. There are a few agenda to discuss. I hear this one a lot in meetings, especially when someone is introducing the topic for discussion. Someone might say, today we have a few agenda to discuss. But here's the problem. Agenda is already a plural concept in modern English. It usually refers to the list of items for a meeting. So instead of saying a few agenda, we normally say there are a few items on the agenda. We have several points on the agenda today. For example, before we begin, there are a few items on the agenda to discuss. Let's go through today's agenda. Notice the difference. The agenda is the list itself. The individual topics are items or points on the agenda. Now for a quick question. Have you ever started a meeting and thought, what should I say here? These phrases work perfectly. Let's begin with the first item on the agenda. Moving on to the next item. The final item on the agenda is simple, clear, and very common in business meetings. All right, let's look at mistake number 3. I have 2 feedbacks. This is another common mistake in presentations and meetings. Someone might say, I have 2 feedbacks for this presentation. The problem here is that feedback is an uncountable noun in English. That means we don't usually make it plural, so feedbacks sounds unnatural to native speakers. Instead, we say, I have some feedback, or if you want to be specific, I have 2 pieces of feedback. For example, I have some feedback on your presentation. I have 2 pieces of feedback that might help improve this slide. In everyday business English, you'll often hear, let me give you some feedback. I'd like to share some feedback. Can I give you a bit of feedback? And here's a small cultural tip as well. In many British workplaces, feedback is often introduced gently. Instead of sounding too direct, people might say things like, just a quick bit of feedback. Perhaps one small suggestion, something you might want to consider. It softens the message and keeps the conversation collaborative. So let's quickly recap the 3 mistakes. First, don't say I can't attend because I have a schedule. Instead, say I have a scheduling conflict. I'm already booked. Or I have another meeting scheduled. Second, don't say a few agenda. Instead, say a few items on the agenda. And third, don't say 2 feedbacks. Instead, say 2 pieces of feedback or simply some feedback. These are small changes, but they can make a big difference to how natural and confident your business English sounds. Have you ever used one of these expressions in a meeting? Have you heard a colleague say something similar? Or maybe you have some feedback for me. Let us know in the comments. And if this video was helpful, hit like and subscribe for more practical business English tips. See you next time. Bye.